all you fools.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime.
All right, let's do it, man.
Right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon
you gotta have when you want that division.
Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie
beat him twice last
that he
year
has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. I thought the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. Touchdown number
it's going to be one of those games.
As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Set now to kick this one away, and off
Plenty
it
of time.
goes.
There's a whole game left.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading him out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural Deshaun Watson.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense. Get things going and see how things settle in.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
All season.
And let's look here at the Houston offense.
And they should come in pretty well rested because they had their open week last week. Ideally, all teams want to have that open week later in the year rather than this early. But you make do with what they give you. So you take the time off, rest up, heal up, and come in ready to play.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Watson now to throw on third down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and
I gotta have that block. Son of a bitch, wearing.
Benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
That should have been a big play.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And an alley to run. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
Well, he had the right idea, but there was no one open downfield, so he climbed the pocket and took off. But what a nice job by the defense to stop him short of the first down.
Here we go on
Son of a
down.
bitch.
And
Oh.
I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him?
Oh.
They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to
run the ball all
we'll
season.
get him later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on
Get him,
first
Justin.
down.
Damn it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On play action, they'll throw.
Oh, he's so open.
Give the
Damn
Colts
it,
13
Cleveland.
yards and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Pick that.
It's
Oh.
tied in on the corner route. It's
Oh
complete.
my God.
And they're going to be set up down around
Making
the
these plays.
15-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
He's gonna run it. He's gonna run it.
And his pass incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual
I know.
for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that
He's getting rid
incomplete
of the ball
pass,
so
I'm going to
damn
try to
quick.
tighten things up here for this next play. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a
Get him.
3rd and a cut. And they're going to get him.
There we
they
go.
bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Good job, defense. Holding them to 3.
Frank Reich here on 4th down is ready to try for 3. This a 33-yard attempt. 2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. Flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. This one complete
Nice
to Christian
job, Kirk.
Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So they're on that play. Offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your
Go
zone.
Nash.
So you have to have discipline
Let's go
in order to
offense.
talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him.
We got a
And
little
then
blitz
when
coming.
the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
2-man route.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
Damn it, QT. Hold on to the fucking
Physical
ball.
play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've been dropping
The beauty of
passes
being able to
this
play
year.
zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 2nd down.
God, who?
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he
Schultz,
goes
you
down
have got
right
to pick
there.
that guy up.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and break it and knock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well,
under a heavy rush,
gotta let it go, man. Gotta let it go.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Damn it, throw the ball to Sean.
He's going to go down again.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
God, Aaron, what are you doing?
Intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
He's just standing there.
And you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Get him.
Throwing here to start the drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Man, he's getting rid of the ball too quickly.
To go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up,
come on, defense, we need the ball back.
Join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by.
There you go, Justin.
Escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Oh, Lord.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over at the 20. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating
let's go.
That signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Let's go.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Snap the damn ball, Deshaun.
On first down, Watson.
Got it. Damn it, hold on to the ball, Nash.
Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To throw again on second down.
Nobody's blocked.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Oh, that's not what I want.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down.
Son of...
Throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth. They're going for it. It's Watson. And an alley to run. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson, eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Get in there. Touchdown. Let's go.
In for a Texans touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. As they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They at least got something on the board. Now still trailing with a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start out in the Bay Area, an AFC West matchup between old rivals, Denver and Oakland. And it's the Broncos who have the lead in the second quarter. The Broncos trying to finish that one off and claim victory. We'll stay in California as we head down to the southern half of the state to check on the Rams at home in L.A. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. Jared Goff has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. In that game, all square as they take on the visiting Seahawks. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they want to
why are there 4 guys covering him?
We're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now Watson to throw again. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum. Big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground.
God damn it, what the hell was that?
He's picked off at his own 47. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Terrible throw.
3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson.
Throw the ball to Sean.
He goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 2nd down now, it's Haynes.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's Marlon Mack. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just
safety.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Let's go.
And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Out comes a Houston offense as they... And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
And go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
God damn it, make the fucking block, Schultz.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Haynes. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Haynes. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block it. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially his second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Haynes.
Son of a bitch, man.
No more as he's knocked to the deck
How is the damn cornerback out muscling to a tackle?
And it'll be 2nd down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there, unfortunately.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Oh, my God. You got to be shitting me with this.
This offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
To throw is Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Well, you could see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson.
Throw the ball to Sean.
He goes down. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time. And
stupid face mask.
Stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeout in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself.
I don't have time for this.
Now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. That one good for 21 yards. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
Man, you gotta go. Catch the ball and go.
That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch back up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
3 missed tackles.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Colts will go on offense here. First and 10.
All right, defense. We have half.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run the pass option. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery.
Fourth down.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
All right, Deshaun.
So Deshaun
make it happen, baby.
Offense. Down by 8, less than 90 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well.
Son of a bitch.
And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed him. Instead, second down. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk.
Let's go.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Watson, a pickup of 11 at a Texans.
Damn it. Throw the fucking ball, Aaron.
He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Watson trying to get his guys moving. Back to throw.
Come on, QT.
And his throw here's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up fourth. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
Turnovers, man. Okay, with 14 points, I
So for
shouldn't have given up.
Indianapolis, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Houston, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall.